I'm Jay Jackson. Welcome to WineNewsNoir.com. Thank you for watching, liking, and subscribing on YouTube. We begin in Glendora, California, where a new wine brand is making music, memories, and hopefully money. Music has been Ralph Dudley's passion all his life, but there's a new love in his heart and on his palate.
Love Notes to me is a message, notes of hope.
His Love Notes wine brand has officially hit the market. Before his show at the Cocovino Wine Shop in Glendora, California, I talked with Dudley about Love Notes and what's the inspiration behind it.
Well, Love Notes is just been a labor of love. It's been a concept. Going back a couple of years ago, I think I contacted you and told you I wanted to do my own wine brand. And I came in contact with one of my old school buddies way back when we were teenagers. After so many years, found out he owned a winery up in Amador, Sutter Creek area, north of Sacramento. Went up there, met the family, tasted his variety of wine, and I mentioned to Charlie Havel of Bella Grace that I wanted to start my own wine brand. And he says, well, hey, if you want to do that, let me let you taste some of our varieties. And basically there was a variety that I liked that we agreed upon to that we wanted to bottle and label. And that's where it began.
So what about the taste?
Rich cherry, berry, plum, jammy flavor. And after it opens up a little bit, you get that beautiful fruity aroma, and the taste just kind of melts in your mouth.
And there's always the question of pairings.
It drinks really well. Lamb, beef, light chicken is okay. Your medium rich red meats, but different foods, primarily meats, but the finish, the nose, the finish pairs well with the meats that I just mentioned to you.
Love Notes currently sells at Bella Grace Vineyards, which produces the wines. You can purchase it online at bellagracevineyards.com for $44 per bottle. French Fiscals, Trampo Tragedy, and Frost in France. Here are the top stories for this month's Wine in a Minute. 28,000 hectares of vines are set to be removed in France by year's end. The latest cuts will cost the French government 110 million euros. The move is designed to halt overproduction of wine and stabilize falling prices. Climate shift and changing drinking habits are being blamed for the lower wine sales. Prominent Lodi vineyard owner and agriculture leader Ernie Docio was killed in an African hunting trip. According to reports, he was hunting antelope with friends in Gabon when they startled 5 elephants and a calf who proceeded to trample them. Docio was 75 years old. Champagne grape growers are recovering from devastating frost events. Officials say the region experienced its second worst frost year on record. Some areas lost up to 85% of this year's crop. Winemakers will have to depend on reserves for the holiday season, which is the busiest and most lucrative time of the year. And finally, May has a very special holiday, which means it's time for some very special wine. Get your notepads out because there's lots to learn. May means Mother's Day, and Mother's Day means wine. Well, no it doesn't, but any day means wine to any self-respecting lover of the grape. So what wine pairs well with the celebration of mothers? We go to our favorite expert, Juanito Pavone, for tips.
So classic Mother's Day gift, celebrating mom. I always start with bubbles. And what better way for Mother's Day to start with a Premier Cru Brut Champagne. Beautiful wine. It's going to set you back a little bit, but she's worth it, right? It's mom, right? So celebrate Mother's Day with a little bit of Premier Cru Brut Rosé. So the second way I think to celebrate mom is also with a little bit of Sancerre. 100% Sauvignon Blanc. And yes, the C is silent. Stainless steel, just a beautiful wine with commiseran soil. So all of these fossils that make up the the flinty aspect of these wines. Just really pretty. Goes with great salads, goat cheese, chicken, and so forth. So pop open a Sancerre for Mom. I'm sure she would really enjoy it. No way to celebrate Happy Mother's Day better than a bottle of Sancerre. Nothing says sultry or beautiful like a bottle of Merlot, my favorite grape of all time. Merlot does everything a Cabernet Sauvignon can do immediately. So Mom will always enjoy Merlot because she can enjoy it with several different styles of cuisine. Whatever you have on the menu leading up to a filet mignon all the way down to street tacos, I'm sure you will celebrate your mom in a different way. However, that's the dexterity of the wine, and I think you really enjoy it. This is a very beautiful wine from Columbia Valley, and it's all for Mom.
All right, good stuff there. And that's going to do it for this episode of WineNewsNoir.com. Please remember to support our sponsors on our website. Thank you again for watching, liking, and subscribing on YouTube. I'm Jay Jackson. Cheers.